Hello students, welcome to chapter number 10, Armed Revolutionary Movement, subject History, Standard 8th. The agitations against the British imperialism were carried out in various ways in India. Imperialism means when a country controls another country politically or economically against the will of the people of country. In this chapter, we shall get acquainted, that is aware of it. We have studied about the uprising before 1857 against the British and the freedom movement of 1857. In the later period, Ram Singh Kuka organized a rebellion against the government in Punjab. Before we have studied about three movements: non-cooperation movement, civil disobedience movement, quit India movement. In this chapter we will be talking about armed revolutionary movement, wherein in this movement arms and ammunitions were used like guns, bombs, etc. This was a violent movement which pressurized the Britishers and disturbed them to an extent. Let's start with the first revolutionary leader who started with the armed revolution. Vasudev Balwant Phadke. He was from Maharashtra, who gave a very strong armed struggle against the British, and he had assumed that if we will use armed struggle, then only we will be able to fight Britishers and win against them. With lots of effort, he took the training of arms from the Vatsat Lahuji Salve. To revolt against the Britishers, he organized a group Ramoshis. This rebellion of Vasudev Phadke became unsuccessful as Britishers sent him to Eden jail. There he died in 1883, but he had built up an armed struggle for independence. He was not successful in driving Britishers out of our country, but he had created a background. He had created a foundation for armed struggle. Now let us talk about Chafekar brothers. In 1897, Plague Commissioner Rand was resorted to tyranny and force while managing the epidemic of plague in Pune. Now, tyranny means cruel treatment that was met out by the government. Now, Commissioner Rand was appointed to manage the epidemic, but they did not undertake the work properly, due to which many people died in this epidemic. Many people were sick and the situation was getting worse. Due to this, as a revenge, the Chafekar brothers, Damodar and Balkrishna, the two brothers, shot Commissioner Rand and he died on spot on 22nd June 1897. Because of this incident, Damodar, Balakrishna and Vasudev, these three brothers and their associate Mahadev Ranade were hanged to death. And so from the same house, three brothers accepted martyrdom, that is, they died for their country, for the service of the country. And this turned out to be a great inspiration for the people of India. Now, during the same period, that is in 1897, there was a tribe in Bihar, a community called Munda tribe. They were leading in Bihar under the leadership of Birsa Munda. They had started a revolt against the British government. Britishers had banned them from using any forest resource, and if they wanted anything from the forest, they had to take permission and even pay tax for it. So they were very angry, and so they started with a revolt against the government. Now let us talk about Abhinav Bharat. In 1900, Swatantraveer Vinayak Damodar Savarkar founded an organization named Mitra Mela. It was a secret organization of the revolutionaries in Nasik, and in 1904 they renamed this organization as Abhinav Bharat. Savarkar had gone to England for higher education, and so from England he began secretly sending revolutionary literature, guns, etc. to the members of Abhinav Bharat in India. He even wrote an inspiring revolutionary literature of Joseph Mazzini. Joseph Mazzini was an Italian revolutionary. In 1857, rebellion, which was the first war of independence, was stated in the book The Indian War of Independence 1857. This book was written by Swatantraveer Savarkar. He has given detailed information of 1857 revolt in his book. Now the government came to know about the Abhinav Bharat activities. Abhinav Bharat was working secretly, and therefore the government arrested Baba Rao Savarkar and gave him sentence of life imprisonment. And so as a revenge to this punishment, a youth named Anand Lakshman Kanhare killed Jackson, the collector of Nasik. So the government started arresting all these people who were connected with Abhinav Bharat organization. And the government linked the murder of Jackson with Swatantravir Savarkar. So he was arrested and put under trial, in which the court ordered him rigorous, that is strict punishment for 50 years. Now let's talk about the next revolutionary movement in Bengal. After the partition of Bengal, the outrage, that is the anger against the British, became more and more severe. In places of local rebellions, comprehensive revolutionary movement had started rising at a national level. In the various parts of the country, the youth inspired revolutionary thoughts started establishing their secret organization. They started creating many groups to keep control over British officers, to loosen the government machinery, to wipe out the fear in the minds of Indians regarding the British government, overthrowing of the British rule. These were the main objectives of the revolutionary leaders. Now in Bengal, a revolutionary organization called Anushilan Samiti was active. The Anushilan Samiti had more than 500 branches. Barendra Kumar Ghosh, brother of Aurobindo Ghosh, was the chief of this Anushilan Samiti. This organization received counsel and guidance from Aurobindo Ghosh. The Anushilan Samiti even had a bomb manufacturing center at Maniktala near Kolkata. Now in 1908, Khudiram Bose and Prafulla Chakki, members of Anushilan Samiti, they both planned to kill a judge named Kingsford. But the vehicle in which they threw the bomb was not the one that was carrying Kingsford. In it, there were two English women and they were killed in this attack. Prafulla Chakki shot himself with the bullet so that he will not fall in the hands of the British. But Khudiram Bose was caught by the police. And during the investigation, the police got the information about the working of Anushilan Samiti. So they started arresting the members of this organization. Aurobindo Ghosh was also arrested. But the government was unsuccessful in linking him to manufacturing of bombs, and hence the court set him free. But the other members were sentenced to long terms of imprisonment. Raj Bihari Bose and Sachindranath Sanyal, they even spread the network of revolutionary and they set up at Punjab, Delhi and Uttar Pradesh. Raj Bihari Bose and his associate, they made a daring act, that is a challenging act of throwing bomb at the Viceroy Lord Hardinge. But the Viceroy got safe from the attack. The revolutionary work was carried out in Madras province as well. Vanchi Iyer, a revolutionary, killed a British officer named Ash. Later he shot himself with a bullet and sacrificed his own life. So in this way, in many provinces the revolutionary work was taking place. The revolutionary work in India even received assistance from Indian revolutionaries staying abroad. India House in London was an important center which provided for such assistance. Pandit Shyamji Krishna Varma, an Indian patriot, had established India House in London. Through this organization, youths were given scholarship for higher education in England, and Swatantravir Savarkar was among one who received such scholarship. Madam Kama raised the issue of India's independence at the World Socialist Conference held at Stuttgart in Germany. In the same conference, she unfurled the flag of India. And another revolutionary associated with India House was a youth named Madan Lal Dhingra. He was the one who killed Curzon Wiley, a British officer, due to which Dhingra was hanged to death. Now during the period of First World War, the revolutionary work against the British government got a momentum. There was a big change. The revolutionary felt that the transfer of power can be brought into India with the help of the enemies of the British, and in this attempt, help of Indian soldiers can also be taken. So to take advantage of this opportunity, revolutionary organizations were set up, and Ghadar is one such important organization. The Indians living in America and Canada established the Ghadar organization. Lala Hardayal, Bhai Parmanand, Dr. Pandurang, Sadashiv Khankhoje, etc. These were the revolutionary leaders. They were the important leaders of the organization. The word Gadar means revolt. Gadar was also a journal of this organization that acted as its mouthpiece. That is, through this journal, the effects of British rule in India were pointed out, and it even gave the information about the daring deeds, that is, challenging events or incidents of these revolutionary leaders. In this way, love for nation and armed rebellion was the message given through the journal Gadar to the Indians. The leaders of the Gadar organization had decided to take advantage of this warlike situation. So they drew out a plan of revolt in Punjab against the British. They even persuaded the Indian soldiers in the British army to join in their revolt. So it was decided that Raj Bihari Bose and Vishnu Ganesh Pingle, they would lead the revolt. But due to treachery, British traced out the plan. That is, one of the members from the Gadar organization had leaked out the plan of Gadar movement to the Britishers. So when the Britishers came to know about it, Pingle fell into the hands of the police and he was hanged to death. But Raj Bihari Bose escaped successfully and he went down to Japan and continued his revolutionary work. The revolutionary movement was active in other countries during the period. In Berlin, Virendranath Chattopadhyay, Bhupin Datta and Hardayal, they prepared an anti-British plan in cooperation with the German Foreign Ministry. In 1915, Mahendra Pratap, Barkatullah and Obaidullah Sindhi established provisional government of Free India in Kabul. The Britishers tried many suppressive measures to put an end to the revolutionary movement. But after the suspension of civil disobedience movement by Mahatma Gandhi, many youngsters got diverted to revolutionary ways. Chandrasekhar Azad, Ram Prasad Bismil, Yogesh Chatterjee, Sachindranath Sanyal and many such other revolutionaries, they came together. On 9th August 1925, they planned a conspiracy. They looted the government treasury that was carried in a train near Kakori railway station in Uttar Pradesh. This incident is known as Kakori conspiracy. By taking immediate action, the government arrested the revolutionaries and put them into prison. They were put under trial. Ashfaqullah Khan, Ram Prasad Bismil, Roshan Singh, Rajendra Lahiri were hanged, but Chandrasekhar Azad managed to escape. Now the young men were influenced by socialist ideas, so they decided to set up a nationwide revolutionary organization. Prominent among them were Chandrasekhar Azad, Bhagat Singh, Rajguru, Sukhdev, etc. Now all these revolutionaries were secular in their thoughts. In 1928, in the meeting held at Firoz Shah Kotla ground in Delhi, these young men established the organization called Hindustan Socialist Republican Association, and the main objective behind the establishment of this organization was to free India from British exploitation. They even wanted to throw the unjust socio-economic system which exploited the farmers and workers. And Bhagat Singh gave more importance to creation of a society that was based on social justice and equality. And the work of gathering arms and execution of programs was all entrusted to the separate wing of the organization, and that wing was called as Hindustan Socialist Republican Army, and Chandrasekhar Azad was the chief of this wing. Now the members of this organization carried out many revolutionary activities. Like Bhagat Singh and Rajguru fired bullets and killed an officer named Saunders in order to revenge the death of Lala Lajpat Rai. Now Lala Lajpat Rai was a follower of Gandhiji. So in one of his protests, as a non-violent protest against the Britishers, Lala Lajpat Rai was hit very brutally on his head by a lathi and he died on the spot. So Bhagat Singh and Rajguru fired bullets and killed an officer named Saunders. The government had even introduced two bills in the Central Legislative Assembly curtailing civil rights. Curtailing civil rights means imposing restrictions on civil rights. So to protest it, Bhagat Singh and Batukeshwar Datta, they both threw bombs in the Central Legislative Assembly. The British government immediately raided the centers of Hindustan Socialist Republican Army And with that, the police also obtained clues related to the killing of Saunders. The government started arresting the revolutionary. They were tried under the charges of sedition. Sedition means when someone tries to provoke against the authority. So they were tried under the charge of sedition. On March 23rd, Bhagat Singh, Rajguru, Sukhdev were hanged in Lahore jail. But till the end, Chandrasekhar Azad did not fall into the hands of the police, but he died in an encounter with police at Alfred Park in Allahabad. Surya Sen was the chief of the revolutionary group at Chittagong in Bengal, who had gathered around him revolutionaries like Anand Singh, Ganesh Ghosh, Kalpana Datta, Preeti Lata Vadedar. As per the plan, on 18th April 1930, the revolutionaries seized, that is, they forcefully took the arms from the two armories. Armories is a place where all the arms and ammunition like guns and bombs are kept. So they seized the arms from the two armories in Chittagong. They even uprooted the telegraph and telephone lines, and they were successful in paralyzing the communication system. On 16 Feb 1933, Surya Sen and some of his associates were captured. Surya Sen and his associates were given death punishment. Kalpana Datta was sentenced to life imprisonment, and Preeti Lata Vadedar killed herself without falling into the hands of the police. During this uprising, Chittagong, the revolutionary movement, gained pace. Shanti Ghosh and Suniti Chaudhary, these two schoolgirls, killed the district judge, whereas the young girl Beena Das shot dead the governor during the convocation ceremony of Kolkata University. Another revolutionary, Sardar Udham Singh, killed Dyer, the officer responsible for Jallianwala Bagh massacre in London, 1940. In the freedom struggle of India, revolutionary movement have made an important contribution. These revolutionaries have displayed daring and determination fight against the British rule. The love for the nation and attitude of sacrifice is just incomparable. A sacrifice proves to be an inspiration to the Indians. So students, from this lesson we understood about the various revolutionary movements that took place in the various parts of India as the agitation against the British imperialism. Thank you.